So it's autumn here in the UK now, and I love the transition of autumn. I love the colours, and this week's make is inspired by autumn. So for this week, I'm going to be upcycling this rather dull denim jacket. It is new old stock. It's from Wallace originally, but it's dull. Look, it's just blue. That's no good, is it? So let's give it a bit of autumn pizzazz. This is an experimental make. I have no idea where we'll be at the end of this video, so stay with me and watch the fun unfold. So when I say that this is a bit of an experiment, I'm not joking. I've gathered together all the things I think I need for this make, hopefully. So I've got some amazing autumn leaves of lots of different shapes. I've got some autumn sort of themed sponges, a bottle of bleach, and some beautiful autumn toned fabrics. So let's see what we can do. So the first step in taking this coat from drab to fab is I've actually covered my mannequin in some bin bags to waterproof it. Now I know my mannequin's battered. It fell to bits on me last week. But you know, it is the only mannequin I have, and I need it to last just a little bit longer. So what I'm going to be doing, you may have guessed from the bleach, I'm going to be stenciling this coat to start with. So I've got the sponges that are leaf shaped, but I also have the leaves. So I'm going to be pinning some autumn leaves across this coat, some on the front, some on the back, some on the sleeves. And then I'm going to be using bleach to reverse stencil onto this coat so we get that lovely autumn leaf shape. This is the bit where I'm like, will this work? Won't this work? I don't know. So let's just roll with it. Let's see what we can create. So I just thought I'd share this part of the process with you, because in order to do what I want to do, the leaves need to be nice and flat so they sit against the fabric nicely. Normally, I would pack them between sheets of paper and stick a load of big heavy books on the top, but I don't have time for that. So I'm here ironing leaves. Not something I ever envisioned of doing, but it's really actually quite, effective. Though I will say, if you choose to follow this process at home for something, please don't leave your iron on top of the leaf for too long, because you will set fire to your house. And I don't want people dropping in my comments saying, I set fire to my sewing room, my house, whatever, ironing leaves, and it's all your fault. Yeah. So yeah, I now have an exciting probably hour or so of ironing lots and lots of leaves, and I will be back with you shortly. So now I've got my leaves nice and flat, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be pinning them across the back of the garment in like a falling leaf pattern. And then I'm also going to put some on the sleeves and on the front of the coat as well. So now I'm pretty much happy with the positioning of the leaves. It's time to start, painting this coat with bleach. That sounds scary, doesn't it? So as you can see, this is starting to develop nicely. I'm quite happy with how it's starting to do its thing. Fingers crossed it all works out. But yeah, I'm going to leave this now for a bit, let it develop, and then I'll put it through a rinse wash in the washing machine, and then we'll go on to the next part of making this coat. I will say for this phase, I have got it really well ventilated in here. I've got the patio doors wide open. The windows in the kitchen are wide open, so I've got a nice through draft coming through, so I'm not breathing in all the fumes off the bleach. If you have sensitive skin as well, if you choose to do something like this, please wear rubber gloves. I got a bit carried away in the moment and didn't put my gloves on because I was just like, I need to do this. Bad habit of mine, I would not recommend. So yeah, let's let this develop and let's see how it goes. So it has been 24 hours, it is washed, it is dried. So what's next for this jacket? Well, as amazing as this is starting to look, it needs a bit more pizzazz for me. So I'm going to be getting this under the chain stitch machine next. I've got some amazing threads that I'm going to use on this to bring out the details in the leaves. And I might do a bit of reverse applique on this as well, which is why we've got the pins. I've put the coloured fabrics behind. I will stitch around the leaf shape and then I will cut the denim out for that. But yeah, that's what's next. Time for the chain stitch machine. So here we are at my chain stitch machine. I've got a few little bits I need to do first. I just need to give it an oil and a clean out because I have been making a lot of badges just lately. But I thought I'd show you the threads that I'm going to be using on this coat. These are all silk rayon threads. So I've got this beautiful golden yellow, this very vibrant orange, and some brown and some greens. So hopefully this combination will really make those leaves pop. First off, I'm going to say I'm sorry the audio's gone wappy. My microphone's just broke and I will be getting a new one very soon. But yeah, moving back to the project, I have cleaned and serviced my sewing machine because it was due to be done. I've got the lovely yellow gold thread in here and we're going to make a start on this jacket. So as you all have probably spotted already, some of the areas on this jacket have got pins on them. That's because on the back I've attached a piece of fabric because I'm going to do reverse applique with this. So I'm going to use the chain stitch to stitch the fabric onto the back, and then this piece will be cut out and then I will add some detailing to the leaves. So I thought I'd show you the progress I've made so far on the side and the back of this jacket. I haven't been able to film so much of the chain stitch process as I would like, just because the camera angles are really difficult to do, and the way this jacket is quite bulky, trying to manage it through the machine and everything. But yeah, this is where we're at. I'm going to do a few more yellow leaves down the bottom here, some more on the front on this side of the jacket, and then we're going to be changing our thread out for the orange. So now I've finished all the yellow that I want to do on this jacket, it's time for some orange. So here we are, one finished jacket. This is obviously the back of the jacket. I'm really happy with how this looks. I love the way it's come out. I love how the cutouts have worked. I love how the printing, the reverse tie-dye with the bleach has worked. This is the right sleeve. I'm really happy with this. I love the way this big leaf has come out here. This is the front of the jacket. Again, you've got a couple of cutouts on the top, bit of chain stitch embroidery at the bottom. Excuse me. And then this is your left sleeve. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this has come out. It was a complete experiment. I have to admit, I had no idea whether we'd actually get to this point with this video. But yeah, I'm sorry there isn't more footage of the chain stitch embroidery within the video. It was just the logistics of trying to get it through the machine and stitching, and the amount of space I have for getting in and filming. It's something I do need to look at in that corner, I have to admit. But yeah, Any questions, let me know. Drop me a comment below. This will be in the shop as you are watching this video. It will go live pretty much the same time. That's the plan. And I look forward to meeting you here again next week for some more crazy makes.
Subscribe, 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 subscribe.